Okay, within a 12-month period, I ran 5 marathons, 4 50Ks, 100K, and 2 half marathons. And I wasn't running slow. I was representing my country, I was setting personal best, I was setting course records, and I did it because I fundamentally understood what I'm about to tell you. I'm Grantham, a coach and professional ultra runner who went from not being able to run for 400 meters, seriously not being able to run for 400 meters, to being able to run 4 hours 25 for the marathon, and then progressively, but very quickly, move my marathon time to 2 hours and 21 minutes and represent my country at both the marathon and the ultra marathon. And I did that primarily because I knew I was capable of so much more. And if you think you're capable of much more and you want the professional guidance of somebody who's been there and done that and coached others to do the same, please get in contact. I got this great question from Sean that led me to answering this in full. How would you approach your week training after a marathon? So you've just finished your marathon, your legs are trashed, you're in bits, but you want to get back to it because you know that active recovery feels good. What do? Here are 5 quick points that I'm going to break down for you so that you can recover properly and come back stronger. Number 1, I treat my body like I've just had minor surgery. So rest is best. And essentially, that's what you've just done. You've had an all-out effort in the marathon or ultra marathon, and even half marathon. If you've really gone into the red and pushed, it can feel like minor surgery has been done. You've got that muscle breakdown, and you've got to force yourself to take 3 to 5 days where you do absolutely nothing. Don't rush back. Your body needs time to repair. And that is actually giving you the platform to build upon very soon afterwards. So I forced myself to take 3 to 5 days complete rest. And it wasn't always that way for me. I was the guy who would try to get on the bike the same day, if not the next day, because I thought that flushing oxygen-rich blood around the muscles was going to flush out those toxins, when what my body really needed, and what I started to do, especially within that 12-month period when I did a lot of racing, was just give my body 3 to 5 days forced rest. Number 2, right from the moment that you finish, and I know you won't feel like it because you've had those gels or that sports drink during the race, you're going through that funnel, you're picking up water, bananas, oranges, whatever they're giving you, and then at your drop bag, you've already pre-planned that your recovery shake that you have after every single training session is there waiting for you. And for me, that's 5 bananas blended in oat milk with pea protein, with all the nuts and seeds, so that I'm getting a calorific boost right at the point when my body needs it most. Your muscles are screaming out for nutrients, and so this is the time to eat like a horse. Get on top of your diet, prioritize proteins, carbohydrates, healthy fats, and don't forget hydration. Water and electrolytes, key right now for getting your body back to a point where you can commence training again. Number 3, listen to your body, not your ego. That post-race, post-marathon stiffness isn't just soreness, it's micro damage. You've finished the marathon and maybe you finished strong and you're not injured and you feel good to go. Whether it's gone right or wrong, you want to get back to training. But the risk reward at the moment is so high, there's no need. And training too hard, too soon is gonna lead to injury or burnout. And often you're going to get injured in that week after a big effort, not the effort itself. And as runners, we hate to hear it, but patience is key right now. And if you think about what we're trying to do as runners, we're training to create a good runner, a good trainer. And all those skills, the work ethic, the discipline, the delayed gratification and the appreciation for that, the patience, that's what makes us good at running, good at training, but also good in life. That's what we're practicing right now. Point number 4. Okay, you've given it that 3 to 5 days. And if that takes 7 to 14 days or longer, complete rest because you're not ready to get back to training, then so be it. It's about the continuation of this progress that we're all about. But when you're ready to get back and you're feeling like you're ready to get back, start incredibly light. Think about when you started to do recovery runs and easy runs in exactly the right way. Think of how uncomfortably easy that felt. And if initially that needs to be walking or very, very easy high cadence cycling, that's my go-to. What you're gonna get from that is that active recovery, that pushing the blood around the muscles and flushing out the toxins, which should enhance your recovery, but only when it's done at the right time. If you try to do that too soon, you're gonna get found out. So no pace targets now, no workouts, no reduced workouts that make you feel as if you're moving forward. We're just moving over the ground, and we're focused entirely on feeling fresher at the end of the run, at the end of the bike, at the end of the walk than we did at the beginning. Number 5, and this takes discipline and composure and also self-awareness. You need to get to a point with that cross-training or with that super light active recovery that you feel that you're ready to run. And you feel at a point where you're no longer feeling the soreness. You're no longer feeling that you're running in a different way. And being able to be that self-aware is a great tool to have in running. And what it will look like if you're looking at the data, and what it should feel like, is you're moving over the ground in exactly the same way as you were for your recovery runs and easy runs. And the data, the heart rate data, is suggesting that you're back to where you were just 2 or 3 weeks before the marathon. And therefore you're good to go, and you're good to put those recovery runs and easy runs, which I like to do for the first 2 to 3 weeks back. You can either learn this the easy way off a channel like this, or you can learn the hard way. And I promise the hard way is just a waste of time. It's removing that consistency from your racing and your training and basically setting you back. What I used to do as soon as I'd finished a race, either the same day or the next day, is get on the bike. And what I thought was pushing oxygen-rich blood around the body was actually causing me more damage, and therefore was digging me deeper into a hole that was more difficult to get out of. And exactly the same with the running. I would dive back into those recovery runs and easy runs, trying to get my body to a point where I could pull off an interval session or a long run, and what that would typically then look like was a reduced quality interval session or a reduced quality long run. And again, in terms of risk reward, way too high. And so inevitably what it would lead to was me getting injured or having a small niggle that would either keep me from doing the next race or showing up for that race still fatigued because I hadn't properly given myself time to recover from the previous race. If I can give you one pro tip, it's that your recovery starts before the race has even started. It starts with what you're eating in that week leading up to the race. It starts with that morning breakfast and how hydrated you are in the couple of days before the race. Your nutrition strategy throughout the race, whether it's gels or sports drink, you're getting that level of carbohydrate in per hour, matters massively as to how quickly you recover, because essentially you're looking after the muscle damage before it's even happened. This week is crucial after a marathon or after any hard effort, and getting it right and getting it wrong, the difference is huge. What it means for you if you get it right is you're able to race more often. And if you're able to race more often, you're gonna get better quicker. You're gonna have more race practice. You're gonna be better at your pacing, better at your recovery strategy, better all round. And it's such an underappreciated part of the running game because the race is finished in most people's mind. When in actual fact, if you think about it, that's where things are just getting started. Debrief, recovery week, treating your body with respect, treating your body like a professional athlete, and then getting ready to go again and getting excited about that. That recovery week is just as important for you mentally. And you want to be attacking that next training block, excited about the goal, not thinking, oh, I've got to start training again. You want to be excited and enthusiastic about your goals, which is obviously going to give you better results. And if you're about to start training for your next marathon, and you want to run sub 3, click on this link here. And if you like what I'm saying in that video and you want to be coached by me, especially if you're willing to remove your limiting beliefs, train in a much smarter, more methodical way and really move your times forward, then get in touch by booking a call in the link in the description.